I am back with another review, and I remembered this time to scan the bar before starting the review. This is a 4-point Quest Bar. It is the Coconut Cashew. I have heard conflicting reviews on it. A lot of people say it's plain, but I like cashews and I like coconut, and it's only 4 points. It's 20 grams of fiber, 4 net carbs. Let me see. Or did I say 20 grams of fiber? If I did, I meant 20 grams of protein. 15 grams of fiber. And let's see. Only 1 gram of sugar. So 4 Weight Watcher Smart Points, though. I'm going to give it a try. I like cashews and I like coconut, so I'm hoping I like it. My grandmother Leela, who my daughter is actually named after, she loved cashews. Cashews were her favorite thing. She also loved Millionaires, which was, it's kind of like the turtles, but turtles are usually, I think, pecans, chocolate and caramel. And Millionaires are cashews, chocolate and caramel. Now my grandmother Martha, my dad's mother, she loved turtles. But that was her favorite. Turtles was Grandma Martha's favorite, and Millionaires was Grandma Leela's favorite. So anyway, looks very plain, just like the majority of Quest bars, except for this one looks even plainer. I do not see any nuts or coconuts, no cashews or coconuts, just from looking here on the surface. There might be a cashew there. Not exactly sure. It feels tacky and pliable, like most of the Quest bars, taffy-like consistency or texture. I think I see a cashew right there. It doesn't exactly smell of protein powder. It smells of something. I can't narrow it. I smell a hint of coconut with that sniff. I smell a little bit of coconut, but it also really reminds me, this is going to sound funny, of the feed and seed store. It really smells a lot like the feed and seed store. If you're not a country person, you may not know what the feed and seed store smells like. But it has a lot of grains for like chickens and ducks and geese and just dry grains that you buy to feed your animals. And that's what it kind of smells like. But that's not really off-putting for me either, because I loved going to the feed and seed store with my parents growing up, and they had candy machines. You know, you put the quarter in, turn it, and you get candy. And I always got the Boston peanuts, because they didn't have, it wasn't known for the best candy ever. It had to be something that lasted a long time, probably. I don't know. They didn't have most of the, they didn't have fun bubblegum machines and stuff like the grocery stores. They just had peanut M&Ms, I think. But I know for sure the Boston peanuts, and that's what I always got. Or Boston beans. I think Boston baked beans, something like that. It's a candy-coated peanut. But anyway, it just reminds me of that smell. And a little bit of a health food store smell, too. I grew up going to the health food store a lot, too. Not the health food stores of today smell, but the health food stores of my childhood smell. Which they were a lot more limited back then and had a lot more mainly bulk bins of organic stuff like oatmeal and rice, and beans, stuff like that. Now there's a lot more processed stuff at the health food store than when I was growing up. But not bad, but it is pretty plain and it's a different smell. But I like that it does not smell of protein powder. So I'm going to give it a try. Kids are playing in my front yard. They're kind of loud, so sorry about that if you can hear that in the background. Looks like quite a few neighbor kids are over today too. I can taste a hint of coconut. I'm not really sure I can taste cashew. I taste almond. No. Definitely taste almond milk. I'm going to check to see if that's in the ingredients. Almond milk. Because I can definitely taste almond milk. Yes, almonds. Cashews are way further down in the ingredient list than almonds. It says less than 2% of cashews. But the almonds are like either the third or the fourth. I'm not really sure how to count this one ingredient here. But it's either the third or the fourth ingredient, almonds. So that's why I guess I taste the almonds so much. And then coconut is like the sixth or the seventh, depending on how you count those first ingredients. So coconut's the sixth or seventh ingredient, and almonds are the third or fourth ingredient. And then, like I said, it says less than 2% cashew. It's not bad. It's very plain. It reminds me of the 1980s granola type taste. A very plain granola. Now there's every flavor of granola you can think of. But back in the 80s, it was just plain oatmeal with maybe some maple syrup or honey and, you know, some chopped up peanuts or something. It was really plain. There wasn't as many flavors. And that's what it kind of reminds me of. That old plain granola. So it's not bad. Just kind of reminds me of like going on a hike or something. That, you know, my parents would take it hiking and stuff. That kind of thing. However, if I wanted an almond and coconut bar, that Oh Yeah One almond and coconut bar is just amazing. It tastes just like an Almond Joy, and I would choose it. But I think it's 7 points, and this is 4 points. And I think the Oh Yeah One coconut almond bar is either 6 or 7, but I'm almost sure it's 7 points. So it's almost twice as many. But it also has chocolate on it. And big chunks of almonds and lots of coconut. So I kind of like it better. But some mornings, like when I was pregnant with Leela, this was the kind of bar I actually liked. There was a bar for pregnant women back then. They don't make it anymore. I think it was Oh Mama bars or something like that. It had Mama in the name. And they were really good. And they were very plain like this. There was an oatmeal, something oatmeal, and it was, I think it was oatmeal coconut or something like that. It tasted a lot like this. It was really plain, just a very basic type granola bar. But it was also high in protein and like your folic acids and stuff like that for pregnancy. And I might be wrong on folic acid. Whatever the good thing is. I know there's one thing that's not so good. It might be folic acid. But you know, the good one for pregnancy, not the bad one. And when my stomach just, you know, was just so morning sickness and stuff, I liked the plainness of that one. It was yogurt and oatmeal, I think, is what it was. A yogurt oatmeal bar. And it kind of had a little bit of a yogurt dip on the back side. I love that one. That was my favorite one. Everybody else liked the chocolate orange, and they had a few other flavors, but I like that plain oatmeal yogurt bar, and that's what this reminds me of. So sometimes when I'm not feeling good and I have kind of an upset stomach or something, I do really kind of like the light flavor of just this kind of plain bar like this. and it does have a flavor. It's a good flavor. It's just not like, wow, yummy chocolate, or it's just not in your face like some of the other flavors. And that's okay sometimes. That's okay sometimes. Like I said, there's days that I want a plainer bar. And for 4 points, I would choose this. Especially sometimes early in the morning. I like something more plain in my tummy. And so, this is not a bad bar. I probably won't buy it a whole lot, because we all know for 4 points, my favorite one is the Quest birthday cake bar. So that will still be the number one, or up there at the top of the ones I buy. But I might keep a couple of these in my stash for days when I want something lighter and not so flavorful. Hope that helped.